Greetings, brothers and sisters. Yours truly, Chrissy B. Motep, here once again. And before I go on, I'd like to ask you please to subscribe to our channel, like, share our videos, like and share our videos. Please leave your comments down below as well. I also want to say thank you so much thus far for those of you who subscribed to our channel. We're growing. We want to get some more. We want to go to tens of thousands of subscribers. It is early days yet, but we've got a long way to go. But we're making a start of our journey from now, and we're going to get to that position that we want to go to the top of the mountain. And so, but it's going to take baby steps. So please like and share, subscribe. It helps the algorithms, and it helps us to get more views and more subscribers and subscriptions. So thank you so much for your support thus far. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about radio presenting, and he says to me that I think you should go on YouTube, Chrissy, and speak about my experiences and what I think takes a good radio presenter. I did one about the DJs a while ago, but I'll do it again. But I think for this time I'll do one about presenting. And I've got 8 points. I've had to write them down on a piece of paper. And the first one is punctuality. Please ensure that you're always on time. Make sure that you're always early for your shows. And it doesn't matter where you are around the world. Chances are, if you're late on a regular basis, your bosses won't like it and you'll get fired. So ensure that when you're any job you get, not just in presenting, but any job in general, ensure that you're at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes there before your actual time, so you can get warmed up and you could chill out, and then when it's your time to do your thing, to do your show, you go straight in and you do it. Never be late. Try not to be late. 5 minutes is not cutting it. You're going to be there, I'll even say half an hour before your time, so you can go there, chill out a bit, have a drink, have a coffee, have a tea, so when your time comes now to do your shows, you're there. So punctuality is, and it also impresses your employers, and also even your teammates will like it, your colleagues will like it, and they'll get a lift from that as well. Make sure you do your research. Research is very, very vital in this time. You can't go on the radio if you don't know what you're talking about. We've got no excuses now. We've got the internet. We've got Android phones, smartphones, tablets, PCs. You can even speak to people, but you don't have to do that now. You've got books, but you can just, at a fingertip, just go into your phones and anything you want. You've got YouTube, you've got Facebook, you've got all these other social media platforms, and there's tons of ideas and information out there. So please use it to your best interest. And I'll say research is vital for when you're doing your shows. Explain yourself with clarity. So when you're talking to people, don't forget you're talking to tens of thousands, maybe even millions, because we're on social media now and so on. So a lot of these radio stations are on the internet, so millions of people could tune in at any time around the world, not just in your particular country. So ensure that when you're speaking, you speak with great clarity. Not try to have a constant flow. If you listen to most of the great presenters over the years, radio presenters, they always have a constant flow, and they never buck, and they very rarely leave gaps in between what they're talking about. They're always constantly on it, and they know there's tough. So explain with clarity, speak properly, and you come across so well. Love your art. Number 4. Number 3 was explain yourself with clarity. Number 4 is love your art. You've got to love your art, because what's the point of doing something if you haven't got that passion for it, that love for it? It's like anything in life. There are a lot of people doing jobs they don't actually like, but ideally you like to do what you're doing. And if presenting is your thing, you love presenting, I love it, and try and build up a keen interest, a keen passion. Study it, try and hone your craft. You do that with research, with dedication to your art, and try to add new things, add new bits. So love what you're doing, love your art. Give anecdotes. Number 5. This is optional, but a lot of people love to tell stories. If you listen to some of the best presenters over the years, they always like to give anecdotes, stories about relating to what they're talking about from their perspective and from their experience. And giving anecdotes is so vital. So as I said, some people don't like to do it, or don't do it as much as others. But I think if you give anecdotes, if you tell a story which is believable from your experience, chances are people will tap into you more and follow you and listen to you more. So anecdotes is another one which I'll pull in there. Number 5. Number 6, confidence. You've got to have confidence in what you're doing. With anything in life, confidence is the key. You know, you've got to have have self-assurance, and I think when you get confidence, your shows are better and people tap into you more. Also, with confidence, your shows, it gives you a lift as well, because at least you know when you go over, I've got so much confidence and I know what I'm talking about. And if you do your research and stuff like this, then it helps you with your confidence, because once you know what you're talking about, once you know what you're talking about, once you go in there, then your confidence lifts, because I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm talking about. I've researched that topic, so then then the confidence you build on that. So it's vitally essential to have confidence. You know, speak with a nice clean voice. Number 7. Speak with a nice clean voice. It's a bit similar to what I said about explain with clarity, but make sure your voice is clean. Have water by your side. Always drink water if you can, you know, especially if you're speaking for a long time. You know, the mouth gets dry, so you need to have water to moisturize and to soothe your mouth, and to soothe your mouth, and it makes you speak with a lot more zip and a lot more zest. So speaking with a nice clean voice, you might be able to practice your voice sometimes. You could do role plays at home and practice speaking at home, maybe practice with a friend, with a family member, or even to yourself if you've got no one to help practice with, you know. So speaking with a nice, clear, concise voice is vitally important when you're speaking on the radio, when you're presenting shows on the radio. I put another one here, number 8. I was going to do 7, but I've done 8, as it respect others in your field. So always show respect to your peers, to your colleagues, and to your fellow professionals who do the same job as you. You know, sometimes you can even name check them if you're talking about something in a good light, because the chances are, if you speak highly of those around you and those who are in the same field as you, they elate you. You become elated. You become quite, you know, one of the go-tos, if you like. So showing respect to others in your field brings you a long way. You might be able to get even better jobs, bigger and better jobs, and that means more money, more revenue for yourself, and more respect on a global scale. So when you talk about others with respect and in glowing terms, it does help your status and help your reputation in that field, you see. So I hope those have answered your questions, you know, for the time being, you know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chris B Imhotep. Click the red subscribe link down the bottom of this video. Like all of our videos, share them. I think we've posted about 87 videos now, so but there's loads more in store, so keep it this way. And I say peace and love to all of you. Thank you so much. Honor, guidance.